Alright guys, Puddin here with the game for you in my Tier 5 Pan-Asian Destroyer. Now, my captain skills are actually at the time preventative maintenance, last stand, superintendent, and concealment. Now, my modules are protect my main battery, protect my faster repairing engine, and of course aiming. Now, as you can see, my captain skills have changed. I've dropped preventative maintenance and picked up priority target. I just feel that these DDs aren't exactly the best cap contesters. While they can go in and try to get the cap, the ability not to throw torps at a smoke cloud and actually get a hit on a destroyer is kind of a downfall for these ships. Now, this was also my Lo Yang captain, which is why I do have superintendent. I've recently picked up the survivability expert because that's a very helpful perk in the higher tiers. I have since moved on from this ship, but back to this game. We are obviously on a standard battle. I am bottom tier, but I do get workable torpedoes in that my concealment is 6 kilometers and my torpedo range is 6.4 kilometers. You just have to be very mindful when you use these things. This is also the game that made me decide to pick up priority target over preventative maintenance because I'm really not going for a torpedo build on these ships, and with last stand I'm not worried about really losing my modules too much because I believe most of my power is going to come from my guns. Now, I took this corner wide, which is why you saw me push out, because I didn't want to get surprised, but luckily for me this guy was really close to the island, which is why prior to getting to it I kind of turned out a little bit. I didn't want to get in close range with this guy or anybody that could have been there to potentially deal with me. Now, these DDs I feel are a lot better at supporting other destroyers, even though there are better gunboats. These things really are, with the deep water torpedoes, really good at dealing with battleships. You can also get cruisers, for the most part. So, dealing with British cruisers and smoke, and dealing with battleships is really what these ships excel at. But you do get extremely good concealment, and just by going in and helping the other destroyer deal with the enemy DDs, really, it just makes your life easier. Now, as you can see, the enemy team did have a destroyer advantage. They had 3 destroyers to our 2. But what I really want to do is, focus on keeping things spotted for other people, and not giving the enemy the ability to go dark and heal up. It's very undervalued or underappreciated. As you can see by the mini-map, we have the bulk of the enemy force, while our team is actually divvied up a little bit evenly between the 2 flanks. Now, what this means is the northern group really needs to push through. They need to be aggressive. They need to be constantly moving forward. They need to be dealing with things. I do not know why the replays, it did not show I was dropping torps on the Scharnhorst, but I got detected by the York, so the Scharnhorst, not being an idiot, DD just popped up and got spotted. I better do something to stop those torpedoes from hitting me. The other thing is, I'm not feeling well right now. Cold, flu. I'm not sure what it is, so I'm sure there's going to be somebody wondering why I sound like crap, and well, that's it. But really, what I'm doing is just trying to keep these guys spotted. I got these battleships worried about me being down here. I may be pushing down a little bit too far south, trying to deal with a couple of their battleships, but just the ability to keep these guys spotted, or just keeping them spotted, gives my team information. They can't go dark. They can't be like, okay, we're going to go support this other flank over there, because their position is constantly being told to the team. Now, whether my team wants to use this information to help them or make different decisions is up to the team. All I can do is do what I can to help the team. Now, these battleships are willing to shoot at me, which is kind of why I've dropped preventative maintenance, like I said, for a priority target. It just lets me know for, like, when I need to smoke up, when I need to run, when am I in serious trouble compared to just one person looking at me. Now, my thought process for, picking up these skills is this guy is going on to the higher tier destroyers while still being able to play in the low yang. I am currently not fully enjoying my grind on these ships, as I believe other destroyers do the roles better. U.S. are excellent multitasking destroyers. Japanese are excellent at stealth. And while the Russians are the better gunboats. And like I said, I'm kind of sticking with a higher tier mentality. But that's what you have to think about when you're within these low tiers. Now, I have to get in extremely close to these BBs in order to torp them, because they are going away. But I'm actually targeting the Nagato. I was thinking about sending on the Queen Elizabeth, but decided against it. Retargeted the Nagato. Now, the other thing I'm doing is not switching to my guns, because they have to know at this point I'm turning out is kind of when did he send those torpedoes, because I got so close. They're, for them, they can't exactly know when, because these torpedoes are, beyond stealthing. As I get 4 hits on 5 hits, but I get a flood. Now, I was using my smoke to turn and run, but I know the damage repair party on the Nagato is down, so I might as well utilize my smoke. But this is what I mean by I knew I was spotting these guys. I knew they go dark, but I was hoping they would shoot and lose their concealment debuff. I'm in smoke. I might as well use it. These guys are in gun range. I might as well use them. With one fire on a Queen Elizabeth, kind of didn't want to, keep shooting at them, but, not shooting is wasting time, wasting damage potential. But he did get one fire, and I was kind of content with letting that burn. This is the guy I want to burn down, because I know his repair party's down from the flood I caused him earlier. Smoke is ending, and I need to start moving back to our base. While our strong group north has taken their sweet time turning to the south, the guys on this flank here have been putting up one heck of a fight, but overwhelming numbers eventually means they're going to have to start doing a retreating battle or a kiting fight. Now, by me being so far to the south behind these two battleships, I cannot help with the Scharnhorst or the destroyer. We really don't know where the other DD is. And the last thing I want to do is get in a knife fight with the US destroyer because he will beat me. He's got a better rate of fire. Now, I do believe the Farragut gets workable torpedoes, but I'm not 100% sure if it can stealth fire. I can technically stealth fire, but I really have to be aware of when I'm sending these and the way the ships are moving. And with everybody fighting a kiting or a retreating battle, the Farragut should not really be able to torp anything. As you can see, I cannot torp these two guys because they are running from me. I have to be way too close to get my torpedoes to work. But what I can do is harass these guys on the flank. Maybe get some fires, maybe get them to use their damage control party so somebody else can burn them down, or if I just get one fire and they let that burn, even better. But I can harass from these guys on the side. But I mean, like I said, the Queen Elizabeth, he's turning out. He's well aware I'm in this position, which is why I still do shoot, just to keep pushing that guy away from our cat, because he doesn't know if torpedoes are coming. Get a fire on him. I'm gonna keep shooting. Now, I don't understand why the Queen Elizabeth put out the fire right there. He had plenty of health to let that burn. But unless he was anticipating the battle coming up. But as you can see, too many people are shooting AG. Would have been better off letting one fire burn and then waiting for two, because you can heal back all the fire damage. But I'm continually using this mountain because it is kind of covering me up while I harass those guys. Now I noticed a smoke cloud, and I'm like, okay, I know the Scharnhorst isn't there because he's not spotted. I'm thinking the DD smoked up himself and the Scharn to give the Scharn a little bit of a defensive smoke. Let his secondaries get in play, let the guy heal up, let his damage control party come back. But I do notice somebody shooting, and I'm thinking, well, it's got to be the destroyer. Well, let me sneak up to the smoke cloud and get him spotted, because he's shooting, and then if the Scharnhorst decides to shoot, he will obviously be spotted by me. But this is why, initially I didn't have my torpedoes selected, because I knew they couldn't hit the destroyer. Now, this is one really nice thing about being deep water torpedoes. I am dropping these on the Scharnhorst. I know they're not going to hit the DD, so I don't care. The Scharnhorst is kind of at a stop. I have my smoke in anticipation of not doing that, but I kind of use it as a defensive, as I detonated the DD and finished off the Scharnhorst for a devastating strike, for a double strike. Now, I hit my smoke because I thought I might be able to walk away from this fight, which I did, to use it defensively, against these guys. But I really got lucky in that the DD got detonated. Really what I was going to do was smoke up and just run, get distance between him and me. But that is the one nice thing about these deep water torps, is you can't torp under enemy destroyers and hit the battleships. But I almost rather have the destroyer dead than the battleship. This is quickly wrapping up, guys. This guy's not going to last long. He's the sole survivor. And as soon as this guy dies, it's obviously game over. So we will look at the post-battle results. 109,000 damage, double strike, devastating strike, and with the 2 kills I did get. Number 1 on the team with base experience of 1,700, and I was bottom tier. Here's the money screens for the people that do enjoy that. I did see that comment that you did enjoy that, so there it is for you. 31,000 coming from my main batteries, 65,000 from my torpedo, 11,000 from the fire, and 1,000 from, or 1,700 from the flood. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I apologize for my voice a little bit, for kind of getting off topics at certain points, but I am not feeling well, and I wanted to get something out for you guys today because I had the Destroyer replay. Please keep your replays coming in. We do enjoy them. We appreciate all the support you guys do give us. The email for the replays is in the description. Please remember to compliment good teamwork, good team play. We are quick to report, slow to compliment. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and have a great day.